And we are underway in Buffalo. And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Completes this one to Pickens. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. May. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That's their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, Jeremy Crawshaw on to punt. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. Taking it about the 16. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be let out by their rookie quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Now a play fake. Brady. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Number 5, Josh Palmer. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Shotgun now for Brady. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. Quick slant there gets him the first down. 6 yards on the play.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Chase will go in motion left. Brady. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Short throw hauled in by Kelce. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick.
They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet they will try to run through their entire defense if they're not reaching that marker.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Brady going to throw. Open man is Chase, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Broncos' 27-yard line.
Now Brady. That's going to be caught by Water. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That puts them in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams marching right to the goal line and not cash in. They got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Brady. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. Got a man. It's Johnson. End zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bills will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. Now a 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. From the gun, it's May. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And the Broncos first down. A gain of 14. First down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's May. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, May. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And they go play action with May. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Amon-Ra St. Brown from 21 yards away. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a Denver touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Brady. They'll get this one to Kelsey. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 30 big ones.
First and
You
10
ask tight ends about their
36
favorite
yard
routes to
line.
run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Brady now to throw. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. He'll get that out wide to Waddle. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw is Brady. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Now Brady. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devon Achane from 13 yards out. And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Throwing here is May. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 8. To the air, May. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Third down and 1. From the shotgun, it's May. That is caught. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They're going to throw. May. Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. They'll throw with May. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
This to the sideline and over everybody, incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So halftime now here on Sunday night primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hanson in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hanson and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Oh, he shifts past him. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 37 yards.
And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
That's good for a Bills first down.
They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
That's another Bills first down.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game.
And he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. To throw, it's May. He finds Pickens over the middle. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, May with it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Broncos first down. It's a gain of 20.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Completes this one to Pickens. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they still have time to get them established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Here's May. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter. Now Brady. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 30-yard line. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now H.N. on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 59 yards. And the Bills have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. From the gun, it's May. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
16 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Off the RPO, he completes it. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the gun on third down, it's May. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Fourth down, here's May. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 33 yards that time.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the fourth is not going to be an easy task, but that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Pat Bryant from 3 yards out. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. The fourth quarter touchdown there, back to a 2-score game, but time is not their ally.
No, it's not, partner. They still have a pulse, but it's probably a little weak right now. A lot of things have to go right in these final 2 minutes plus for them. I think they have to be thinking onside kick here, and we know how difficult those are to recover.
Alonso looked to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. The Bills' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Up the middle, Achane. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Achane on the counter. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. To throw, it's Brady. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Throwing now is Brady. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So the Broncos now down by 11, just under 2 minutes to go. Now the fourth down stop, the first of a series of events that will need to break their way, but bottom line, they're still alive. After getting this one across the 40. They need a touchdown, a two-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Here's second down. To the air, May. Able to find Mims.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
One timeout at their disposal, but more pressing is the need for 2 scores, obviously. Here's first and 10. And this one complete again to Mims. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the shotgun, it's May. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
They'll come up now on second down. Throwing here is May. And it's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
First down. A gain of 7. First down, Denver.
They'll come up first and 10 here. They'll throw with May. Pickens on the slant. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Looking to throw, May. Now they go screen, it's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.